All right, y'all. So we made it back here to Gabriel's house. And I just want to say, I don't want to say that I have high expectations or anything. But when I tell you I'm here and you come out your house holding one of these with a block of ice at the top like that, that just tells me that you love your mechanic.
How are you?
Alright, let me explain to y'all why it is that I'm back and some of the troubleshooting that we gotta do. Oh God.
And look in the trunk.
Pop the trunk.
And look in the trunk.
Pop the trunk and look in the trunk.
Yep.
Apparently there's some junk in the trunk.
They got some junk in that trunk.
Holy shit. Yeah. You did not tell me you ordered that shit.
Nope.
Oh man. Oh, we put.
It is the one you told me to.
Yo, we putting this on today. I wish I would have found that other one, the one that had the bungs already welded in, but that shit sold like
that. That looks so good in that engine bay right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have that many viewers on my YouTube channel, but of the viewers that I do have, I'm pretty sure they know who Adam LZ is, and if they saw his CRX video, that's the same exact one he got. Yeah, we're throwing that on today. Oh my God. We are throwing that on today. All right, so keys are in here. You got the OBD1 computer in, right?
Yes, I do.
All right, so basically, last time I was here, we threw the OBD2 computer in because we were having issues with that other jumper, and then the old jumper that he had, the red eBay one, he ended up tossing it. So he finally got another jumper harness and plugged in the
No. I found the one that I thought I tossed.
Oh, you found the one? Okay, even better. So less money involved.
Yep, so I sent the other one back already.
Word. So basically, with the OBD2B computer or OBD2A computer, because this thing is VTEC and is missing a bunch of stuff now, that computer had a check engine light for like secondary O2 sensor and stuff like that. It was idling stupid high, like 3,000 RPMs. It was idling good, like steady and everything, but it, just too high. And I kind of had a feeling that I had to mess with the throttle body and stuff like that, because when this thing was LS and the idle air control valve started having issues, I started messing with the idle screw and the set screw on the throttle body. So I wanted to hold off on messing with it last time because my fear was that once he plugged in the OBD1 computer, it would act differently. But in this case, neutral, clutch. Yeah, there's no check engine light because the guy disabled all the main stuff he needed to. And yeah, so as you can see, it's like 2,500, but once it warms up, it shoots up to 3,000 and stays there. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start messing with the idle, and we're gonna see if we can get this thing to idle where it needs to. And I'm gonna throw that sick ass valve cover on. You can drive it right now. I'll drive it right now.
I'm gonna do this. Pull up.
I'll drive it. I don't even need to use the clutch. I'll drive it. But so just a quick update for everybody. This thing had a brand new IAC valve, and even though we put the other computer and everything was idling good. We got it to idle. I ended up messing with the set screw. You can see the set screw is like all the way down right there. If you don't know what the set screw is, it's that right there. That's what holds your throttle like idle. So I ended up messing with that, just taking it all the way out, and even with it all the way out, it was still idling at 1,800. So I figured, okay, we gotta have a vacuum leak or something somewhere. The last thing that we did before we swapped this motor out was with the LS was we changed the IAC because we started having IAC issues. At the time, I kind of somewhat suspected that the LS was having some intake leaks. So I said, screw it. He bought the new IAC. We put the new IAC on. The IAC was still kind of acting up, so I ended up doing the IAC block-off trick, which is basically where you take a credit card or something, some kind of hard plastic, and you put it between the IAC and the manifold, and it essentially deletes your IAC. It actually makes the car, idle perfect, but it's just a temporary thing. You really shouldn't have that on your car. If you're having IAC issues or any kind of vacuum issues, just chase them down, see where the leaks are, and fix them. When you get these new IACs, they have a screw in the back to adjust the diaphragm, I guess. And when I got it, I never even messed with it. I never even thought to look back there. So from what he was showing me, if you look, I mean, I don't know if you can see that spinning on camera, but that screw is completely hand loose. So I just noticed when I took this idle air control valve out that thing was completely loose. I actually ended up putting his original LS one back on. And because the set screws all the way down, the car's idling at 600. So now what I'm gonna do, since it's idling good now, and we know that idle air control valve is good, I'm gonna go ahead and adjust the set screw for the throttle body, and I'm gonna get it to idle because he's got the AC on right now. So I'm gonna get it to idle at like 800 with the AC on, and then once you have the AC off, it'll be idling at like 1100.
Move, bitch.
Oh, well, damn. That poor dog. Anyways, so this is the head that's gonna be. So there's a head that's actually going to be going on that project car, which we're actually getting ready to start soon. We're actually going through parts right now, and a lot of goodies about the head. The head's actually been worked on by somebody. You see right here, they put a void if guaranteed. And then another thing that I noticed was I was looking at the valves, and I don't know if you can see it on camera, but if you look really closely, they have numbers on them. So whoever assembled this head actually numbered the order in which everything was going. And yeah, so there's a ton of goodies here. You can see it had aftermarket LMAs.
I bought them all new.
And Supertech titanium retainers. There's all types of dual springs and stuff in here. So it's a lot of cool stuff. All the little keepers and everything are there. Valve seals and everything are there. But obviously we'll put those all new. All brand new hardware, brand new hold down hardware. I mean, whoever worked on this thing, they put some money in it. And the kicker is that this man went and brought everything brand new from Skunk 2, so it's gonna get assembled with all that stuff. Yeah, so I would rather do a true conversion, or like a true hydro conversion. But so for now, B16 cable transmission, the transmission that I'm building with all new synchros and stuff like that, that's what's gonna go in here for now. And then we're building an LS VTEC turbo. We have most of the parts for everything. We're actually gonna be taking the motor over to Shane's house because we keep getting crapped out over here with the rain and stuff like that. And over at Shane's house, since he got a garage and everything, I can go out over there, you know, and pretty much spend like pretty much just 1 weekend there and just get it all done. But we got Hasport mounts for this too, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I seen he left the one mount there, but we got all brand new Hasport mounts for this thing. And then we pretty much got all the parts. You ordered new fenders for it.
New fenders,
even though I had a set of brand, like basically completely OEM fenders with the mudguard, with the trim piece, with the little pieces that you need to put the little corner lights on here. Perfectly 100% OEM spec. It's all good. He went and ordered the aftermarket eBay fenders.
What happened was,
it is what it is. Oh, yo, speaking of that, how's this back piece looking? You got any cracks or anything on this?
Nah, the back piece for the most part is pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, because
the center one is better than the corner.
Well, no, that's what I was gonna say, because I have the centerpiece. I have the centerpiece for all three. I have the CRX, the EF sedan, and the EF hatch.
The one thing I still can't source is this. The molding for this.
Oh, that molding?
That's the one I can't source it for shit. I got the one for the front window.
Well, I mean, I don't know if anybody that watches this, I don't know if anybody that watches this fucks with EFs, but what all is it that you need? That molding and what else?
That molding.
That's
Everything
it?
else I'm pretty much sourced already.
So if anybody knows where we could get that molding, or if you got one, or if you know where we could get one, let me know. Hit me up in the comments, or if you follow me up on my Instagram and DM me, we'll get that molding off you. I still can't believe how much body work this thing needs. You know what though? If we end up getting a welder, if I end up getting a welder, because I want to get a welder to mess with that piece over there. If I end up getting a welder, then we might as well just end up just cutting all that shit out. The only thing is we have to find either the quarter or even just the piece or whatever. If one of these ends up going into the junkyard, because all we would have to cut is just that section. And then just weld that, because it's both sides that got to get done. And then as far as this up here, because this is front and back right here, these little rust bubbles.
Yep.
So we would just have to grind all that down. And if I have to, you know, put any metal or anything in there, we could do that. Same thing with this right here, because this is pretty bad right here. So it's all got to get grounded down, grinded down, ground down, whatever. And, oh, you got another head in here.
Yeah, that's the other one I got from you.
Gotcha. Got seats in there. And for the rocker panels that are like all messed up, there's brand new rocker panels like sitting inside the car. So, you trying to sell the EP3 seats?
Yes.
So if anybody out there is looking for EP3 seats, hit me up. I'll get you in contact with Gabriel. They're cool, but just not for this car. And then, man, the amount of parts that we got that he's been collecting for this car is insane. It's basically gonna get the same treatment as the Integra, but like times 10. So, yeah, a lot of fun stuff coming up. And then I still got the K20 EK hash that I need to get back to.
EJ.
I definitely got to get back to that. He's been waiting on me for a minute. And what else I got? Oh, Thursday, John's house. I'm gonna go drop. Excuse me. Thank you. Thursday, going to John's house. I'm gonna help him drop the motor on his car. And yeah, so that's pretty much all the stuff that we got coming up. So John's car is basically gonna be a video on its own. It's gonna be a challenge. Basically, me and Shane are gonna see how quick we can get that motor out of his car. So it's gonna be fun. But yeah, with that said, I'm gonna close out the video right here, and we'll check y'all out next time.